What's going on, people? It's Mr. Dore back again with the behind closed doors. I hope everyone's fit and well. And it's preview time. As you know, it's Nottingham Forest v Millwall. Another massive game. And as you know, I think we played in about, I think it's about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and we're drawn 1-1. And we're back again at the City Ground. And the last time we played him at the City Ground, it was the last time that all football fans like myself, went to City Ground and we lost 3-0. I've got a special guest in Millwall fan yet again. I forgot his name now. He'll come out, he'll tell me in a minute. But yeah, 3-0, horrible feeling that was. But yeah, how's everyone? All right, how's everyone? I'm just tired. I just come from work, but I've not brought much. I haven't brought much content out for quite a while. Like I said, I've been working, but don't be alarmed. There'll be more content coming out as well. I won't be doing a watch along tomorrow because I'm at work, but I got the prices doing the show tomorrow. Craig and Martin will be doing the watch along tomorrow, but I will be doing the review from the game at 9 o'clock. So please watch out for that. But yeah, massive game tomorrow. What can I say? Like I said, the game it was 1-1. Millwall took the lead, and then Alex Maitum got the equaliser. And it was a point deserved, to be fair. I know Millwall is always a tough place to go to, but it was a point deserved. But it's a massive game at City Ground. Millwall, they've got a good record at the City Ground, and like I said, it's going to be a tough game. But like I said, people, comment below what do you think the score will be tomorrow. I'm going to bring in my Millwall fan in a minute now. But like I said, people, comment below of your score, and I'll bring him in now. Sorry, my friend. What's your name again?
Millwall Fan TV.
Millwall Fan TV. How you doing?
Very good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
No worries. It's funny, like we spoke about. Was it 4 or 5 weeks ago?
Yeah, something like that. It feels like yesterday, didn't
it? Yeah. Right. Before we talk about tomorrow's game, we're going to talk about two games. And as you know, we spoke beforehand. That game last season, last game that before fans come in, we lost 3-0 to Millwall. Can you remember that game?
Yeah, really well.
Can you explain?
Not thinking about it, to be honest.
Did you go?
No, actually, I didn't. It was a Friday night, and I was at school all day, so I couldn't get there. But I wish I would have been there. God.
But yeah. Did you watch the game and can you remember how you played?
Yeah, it was a great first half performance. Matt Smith hat-trick, wasn't it? But it was a fantastic evening of football for us. Anyway, we were really good from start to finish. I thought. I remember the second half we just shut up shop, didn't we? So that's all we had to do. I think there was a couple of penalty shouts in the second half for Forest. Actually, if they would have gone their way, it could have been a different game. Matt Smith, he didn't start. He didn't start for like weeks beforehand as well, and then he got his chance. He took it, and obviously he scored on Tuesday night, so he'll be pushing to start again on Saturday. Even though obviously Ken Sahor and Troy Parrott probably be ahead of them, but yeah, it could be a really interesting game on Saturday. But I don't think it'll be. Don't think it'll be anything like that. I think both teams are pretty low scoring this year, and I think it'll probably be a 1-0 or 0-0 draw or something like that.
Is Troy Parrott still at Millwall?
Yeah, so basically there was rumours that he was going to be recalled, but Troy decided to stay at Millwall.
Did it?
Yeah, he apparently the other day Rowett came out and he said he had a good chat with Troy, and Troy decided to stay at Millwall for the rest of the season.
Oh, okay. So yeah, like if as you know, Millwall beat Forest 3-1. I've not put the link in below with the game, so people after this stream, if you do want to watch the Forest and Millwall vlog, we lost 3-0. I think my memory is something to forget. It's not even the game, because I don't know if you know this at Millwall Fan TV. I had a picture with the owner, Makarakis.
I remember this. I've actually watched the vlog.
And then was it 4 days later, I got he caught coronavirus. Twitter went mad. People went from my head. But yeah, it was a mad day that day, to be fair. But horrible feeling when we got battered. Matt Smith 3 goals. Matt Smith did wait, no, Matt. I remember that it was that guy that did that stupid celebration.
Yeah, so basically with Jason Malumbi. So Jason Malumbi, they came out in the press the week before and said Jason Malumbi hasn't scored for us, and Jason Malumbi said, "I want to score more goals in my game." So anyway, he thinks he's tucked away the second, doesn't he? But it's actually come off Smith's heel, and there is no way Smith's giving him that goal. And he does that funny dance, which, to be fair, there's still Millwall still post that every year, But it's fantastic. Obviously, he signed for Preston the other day, so not good from our point of view. Anyway, we wanted him back. We only wanted him on a permanent deal. So he went to Preston, which was really unfortunate for us. But Matt Smith with a hat trick. But Matt Smith has certain games, and I remember last year them saying before the game that Forest struggled in the air, and I think that's probably why we played Smith.
So, like I said, we spoke 5 weeks ago, and as you know, it was 1-1 Millwall Forest, and was it a well-deserved point for both teams?
Probably in the end, probably on the balance of the game, it probably was the right result. It was a game that we probably looked at thinking, I'm sure you did as well, and thought we can win this. So I'm disappointed not to win it, but we'll never. Even though we've drawn way too many games this year, you'll never knock a draw when over. You think about it, much prefer to draw a game than lose a game. So I was content with a draw in the end.
So, like I said, you've drawn 1-1 with us from since that game. So, how's Millwall been playing?
So we didn't actually play over Christmas because there was a coronavirus outbreak between the squad.
There was.
Yeah, I think over 13 players had the virus, something like that, and we then returned to the game against Coventry and we lost 2-1, and we were awful that day. And I remember the Millwall fans were really angry. I was really angry. Really poor performance. But they came out after and said that I think 6 or 7 of the players that had coronavirus played in that game, and you could see it as well. They were knackered. They were really, really poor that evening, and you could just see the effects that maybe COVID had on them. And there was players in our team that had coronavirus quite bad as well. Jake Cooper scored an own goal that day. I'm not being funny. He nearly scored a hat trick of own goals that day. I think the first one he turned into his own net, which was unfortunate. The second one, it came off his backside, and the third one he hit the crossbar. So he was quite close to a hat trick of own goals, which is lucky he didn't in the end. But we were really poor that day. But we've responded with a really good performance against Bournemouth, and obviously we beat Bournemouth in the cup, which looked like a tricky tie. But against Bournemouth on Tuesday, we were excellent. Probably the best performance I've seen Millwall from this year. Unlucky to walk away with a point, to be honest. I think we probably deserved all 3. We had 15 shots to their 6, and we just looked, if we were just slightly more clinical, we had maybe 1 or 2 of their options, I think we probably would have won that game comfortably. They brought on Josh King and we brought on John Daddy Bodvarsson, so it shows the difference in the squads, doesn't it?
It does. I was talking before we could come on live, like Guy Wright has been under pressure quite a while. What's been happening?
I think it's just the run we've been on. If you look at the run we've been on, we've only won 1 or 2 in 14, which sounds pretty bad. But if you look into it, there's I think something ridiculous like 7 or 8 draws in that. So it just shows if we turned a couple of them into wins, we'd be in a lot better position. It's clearly it's down to the firepower we've got. We've just had Kenneth Sahor return from injury, scored against Boreham Wood, and now he's possibly going back to West Brom, which is absolutely I'm gutted about. I have to see though. Never know. He might be able to extend his loan. Hopefully, we will be able to. We were talking about that before, but I think it's Gary Rowett. The people calling for him out. I can see where they're coming from because obviously it's a results-driven game and we're not getting them. But the way he's playing, the game on Tuesday showed that the players that he hasn't lost the dressing room and the players are still willing to fight for him. And so for me, he's still the right man for the job. And after the performance on Tuesday, if we can back it up with another good performance tomorrow, the fans will be more than happy with him and happy with him to stay.
People who's watching it, there's 15 people in. If there's any questions for Millwall Fan TV or for me, put the comments below. What do you think the score will be tomorrow? I will ask Millwall Fan TV what the score at the end. Transfer window is open. What players do you think that you need, and what players do you think you need to sell?
The first one is what we need to sell is definitely Yuri Skalak. Signed him from Brighton about 2.5 years ago under Neil Harris. He's actually our highest paid player He's on 16.5 grand a week, and he's played about 4 times for us in that time. And he just seems to want to run his contract down, which is really frustrating because we're still paying his wages and he's still at the club. But as I said, he's on our highest wage, which is 16.5 grand a week, which might not, I know Forest have got a bigger budget than us, but that's a lot of money for Millwall to be able to pay for a player, especially that's not even playing. But for incomings, I'd love to see. We're linked with about 500 centre midfielders.
Just like Forest,
yeah,
the 20 defenders.
It's one of them things. Jason Malumbi, one that got away, and we didn't get him. And now there seems to be a lot of talk in the press about who we're going to get instead. Alan Campbell's a name that's been floated around. Scottish midfielder, looks like a really good player, but
does he play for Newcastle?
Motherwell.
Oh, okay, wrong one. I'm thinking about Adam Johnson.
So Alan Campbell is a centre midfielder. Looks really good player. Looks like a really good alternative to Jason Malumbi, but there's been nothing in the press recently since that. There's a couple others, but I think mostly our biggest concern would be Kenneth Sahor. There was just a rumour actually just before we've come on that Sam Allardyce is considering recalling him. Still not 100% decided yet, but it's because their injuries. Obviously, they've sent Charlie Austin to QPR and they've only got Callum Robinson available. But by the looks of it, it looks like I only want him until they bring a striker in. So, it could be the case that we let him go, they recall him, and then they bring a couple of strikers in, they loan him back out to us or they loan him back out to someone else. But with his injury record, I doubt there's anyone that's going to want to take him on loan. So it looks like it probably would be us if he was to come back out on loan. But I think that's the one we need to get. We need to extend his loan, definitely. He's looked brilliant since he's come back. He's got 2 goals in 3 starts for us since he's joined.
Okay.
Because he got a massive injury about 8 weeks, something silly like that. So we've missed him a big time. But other than that, centre midfield and maybe one in the forward areas I'd like to do, but we haven't done anything yet. But Rowett's come out this morning and said that we're still going and we're still looking to bring in 2 to 3 players, but the classic patience. You hear that a lot, don't you? Be patient, but it's quite hard to be patient when other teams are signing this player and that player. It's quite difficult. Yeah, we'll have to just wait and see.
There's a question for you. I know you're going to answer this. This is from Tim. Thoughts on West Ham?
So, to be fair though, I'm probably a bit young to remember Millwall. Actually, the last time we played West Ham, I think it was something like 2000. Well, I think it was about 2010. So I probably was about 7 or 6. So I think from memory, I wasn't allowed to go to that game because I was that young. So I've never actually been to a Millwall West Ham game. So personally, for me, I mean, obviously Millwall's biggest rivals are West Ham, but because I live in sort of Palace territory. I get a lot of Palace fans, so actually I probably have more of a hatred towards Palace because I get it all in my ear the whole time.
Question from Daz. Daz is a Middlesbrough fan as well. Middlesbrough needed the defence to tempo at Riverside 3-0 up inside 20 minutes. When was that?
That was December. That was just after we played you, I think. It was awful 20 minutes. I've never seen Millwall defend so badly. It was really shocking from a team that's we have got, I think Borough have got an excellent defensive record as well. But before that, we'd had an excellent defensive record this year. And since we played them, we've kept it really tight as well. It's just one of them ones that, you don't really know why it's happened, but we've just switched off for I'm not joking. When I was watching the game, they looked drunk. They did. They were everywhere. They were, oh God, it was awful. But we were really poor. But part of that day is down to, if he is a Borough fan, part of that is down to how good Borough were that day in the first 20 minutes. I mean, I think it was Tavernier, Duncan Watmore. They were brilliant. They sliced us to bits. But I don't know why we were like that. But I think it was a one-off by the looks of our results recently. So fingers crossed. But it was awful.
So as a Millwall fan, I think we've drawn 1-1 at your ground. I think we've been beaten in 7 now. What's your thoughts on Forest on this unbeaten record so far?
Yeah, they look like they're coming back. They've got good players. I think it's a very false position you're in. If you look at Forest's squad, they really, and I said this in my pre-match. I said this in a chat the other day that Forest have got a top 6 squad. If you look at the quality in that team they've got, it's ridiculous. You know, I think you've just signed Anthony Knockout on another loan, haven't you?
Yeah.
Joe Lolly's on the bench. You know, players like that are game changers. We don't have that in our team. So for me, Forest are massively underachieving, and they've got a very good squad. So you know, for me, that 7-game unbeaten record, I felt like Chris Hughton had to click at some point, and I think he is starting to click. I reckon you'll finish. I reckon you'll finish at least top half this year. You'll come alive at some point. I reckon you're doing relatively well, and as I've said, you've got a very good team.
Quick question. I know like Forest are low. Where's Millwall in the league?
16th.
Do you think you'll get playoffs?
Not if we don't sign either Zahor or a decent striker, because we just don't score enough goals, and Zahor looks the answer to it. But if we don't manage to extend his loan, I think we're in a bit of trouble. I think we've actually got to look down instead of up. I think we'll be fine, because I think there's teams below us are too poor. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about, you know, Wickham, Rotherham, QPR, Birmingham. I think they're all not good enough. So I don't think we're in trouble that way. But I think if we don't get any firepower in, I think we'll probably have to settle with mid-table and be content with that, because we had a great start to the season and we just showed what we can do. But if we play like we did against Bournemouth on Tuesday night, we'll play that many more times this year. We'll win more games than we lose. So, you know, they've shown that what they can do now. They've got to back it up with good performances. There's certainly a good team in there, but whether they show it, it's the inconsistency levels that have cost us this year.
There's 19 people in. People, if you want to ask questions to me, ask questions to Millwall Fan TV, you can comment below. Please, if you're new to the channel, please do hit the like button, subscribe as well. Millwall Fan TV, you are a YouTuber as well. Talk about your channel, and if you do want to talk about your channel, its link is below. Subscribe. Talk about your channel.
So obviously I run Millwall Fan TV. I do pre-match predictions, post-match analysis, and full-time reaction when we actually get to the ground. Just do it for the love of Millwall, love of football. I mean, you know yourself. You know, our clubs are everything to us, aren't they? So absolutely love Millwall. I have done since I was been going since about 5. And I remember the first day that I could go, I was just, my eyes lit up that day. I absolutely love it, and just love football in general. I'll always turn the football on over, a film or anything. Just love football really in general.
Quick question, I said, as you're a young fan, and Millwall always get their bad reputation. What's your opinion on the bad side of that people say?
I think you're probably right. We do get a bad reputation. I think some of the stuff we do gets unnoticed sometimes. I mean, I've looked today and I think Millwall are top or second or something in the most donations for cancer. We raise over £2 million every year for prostate cancer and stuff like that. And we're excellent with the army and the ceremony every year, the poppy ceremony and at the den and all that. That's always a huge success every single year. So I think sometimes we get our stuff goes unnoticed that we do, which is frustrating, because we do some really good work in the community. But sometimes, incidents occur, for example, at Wembley against Wigan, incidents occur which kind of just dent our reputation a little bit. But we definitely, as a club, we're really improving, and I do see Millwall. We've won Family Club of the Year in the last couple of years, so there has to be something right about our club. I do think it's a real family, working class club where everyone pulls together for each other, and that's what probably I love the most about Millwall.
So last question, Millwall Fan TV. And as you know, Millwall beat us last season 3-0 at the Sea Ground. Do you think it'll be the same score, or do you think it'll be a different type of game?
I think it'll be a very different type of game. I think both sides desperately. Well, you've got more wins in the last 7 games than we have, but we both need wins to get ourselves up the table and where we probably should be. So I think it's going to be a tense affair to start with. It'll be about who can get that. I think whoever gets the first goal will win the game. I believe. I think the other team will probably just sort of take the pressure. If we get the first goal, we'll look to probably sit back, and as much as it will give us a heart attack for 90 minutes, you know what it's like defending a 1-0 lead, defending. Yeah. So, but I think it'll probably be that sort of game. I can't see a fast start like we did last time. I mean, I'd absolutely love to see a 3-0 in 30 minutes. That'd be brilliant. I just can't see it. I think
not again.
I can't see it. We just don't score enough goals unless Kenza Hore's on fire and Troy Parrott starts to pick up. Then I I can't see it, but I think it's going to be a pretty tight affair. Both teams are starting to pick up, and by the looks of things, both got pretty good squads. So fingers crossed we're in for a good. I mean, I don't like a 0-0. No one likes a 0-0, do they?
0-0.
So you want goals and a bit of entertainment in there.
What do you think the score will be? Come on, because I remember TT. I remember last season he dodged the prediction, but he
dodged it the other day as well.
Yeah, he did dodge it as well, and he said either Forest will win 3-0 or Millwall will win 3-0. So come on, before you go, what do you think the score will be?
Gonna go with. It's really difficult. It's hard to judge because it depends what Millwall we get on that day. And it depends what Forest you get. Because if you get Forest from last year, from the first half of last year, then you have a completely different side where they probably could batter you in the first half. That your squad is capable of doing that to any team. But I'd like to think we'll be like we were on Tuesday night, and therefore I'm going to go for a 2-0 Millwall win.
2-0 win.
And I'll go for goals from Ken Zahor and Jeb Wallace.
You know what? I about to mention about Jeb Wallace, but that'd be a different show. But yeah, people, if you do want to subscribe to Millwall Fan TV, please go below and link with it. You'll be on with me tomorrow after the game.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Absolutely.
Be on at 9 o'clock for the pre-review from the game. But like I said, people, thank you very much, Millwall Fan TV, for coming on, and hopefully I see some tears from you at 9. Some tears from you from 9 o'clock tomorrow.
That's all right. Thank you very much for having me. I've really enjoyed it.
All right, cheers, dude. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Cheers, dude. All right, so that's Millwall Fan TV. Make sure you do subscribe to him. His link is below his channel. But yeah, massive game for Forest. Tough game. But tomorrow, like I said, I won't be doing the watch along because I'm at work. But as you know, Craig and Martin will be doing the watch along. So please, it's up now. So please put a reminder on YouTube. If you are new to the channel, please do hit the like button, please. It is a massive help. What's everyone's prediction for tomorrow? I'm going to do my prediction now because, like I said, I might as well because you won't see me. My score will be, I think, I'm going for 1-1. I'm going for 1-1. You know what? Because I'm not on watch along. I'm gonna get people in. I'll get people in. Only for a bit. If you want to come on, talk about Forest. If you want to talk about anything else, you can. So if people want to come on, they can. If you want to talk about Forest, talk about anything else, you can. But yeah, this is last game I played. Forest played. That's Millwall. It was. You know what? I'm gonna put the link in now. If you want to see last season's vlog, because it was a crazy day. Last game that Forest went to play against Millwall. It was. I don't know. It was a mental game. So that. Yeah, it was mental. I'm gonna put it, you know what? I'm gonna put it in now, so people can watch the vlog because it was a special. It was mental as well. So if people want to come in, they can. You don't have to. But yeah, people. What do you think the score will be? Comment below in the comment section if you want to watch if you want to watch my vlog from last season. I'll put it in now. But yeah, let's say if you're new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button if you can. If you are new, please hit the like button if you can. 11, 9, if you can make it to 15, you can. But yeah, people, before I do go, tomorrow is a watch along. Craig and Martin will be up around 2:45. 9 o'clock, there will be the review. That'll be with me, Millwall Fan TV, and a couple of Forest fans as well. Because what we're coming on, if you do want, you know what, if you do want to come on, you can come on. And as well, I've been looking forward to this. 9 o'clock Sunday, Forest in my eyes, legend, Alan Rogers, is interview time at 9 o'clock. So please, if you're on the channel, please do hit the subscribe button if you can. The Alan Rogers vlog, the interview was one of the best. Don't get me wrong, all the vlogs that I've all the interviews I've done, it's been amazing. But Alan Rogers, it was so much laughing, mad. It was really mad, people. So everyone's prediction is 2-1 Haddy. Shout out to Haddy. PG Gaines, it says 2-0 Loyalty Brace. 1-1. Oh man, like Jack, 1-0 Forest. Jack, I hope you're getting a vlog out. Ryan Palmer, 1-1 Forest. Let me guess, this is a Swansea fan. You're right, William. I've been watching here from California. Shout out Adrian from California. Shout it out. But like I said, people, it's Craig. Craig and Martin. We'll be at 2:45. 2:45. But the one I'm looking forward to is Alan Rogers. Alan Rogers at 9 o'clock Sunday. It's going to be mad. I'm going to finish just do the finishing and the editing now, because if you've not seen my rest of my interviews, go and check them out because they're amazing. Like I did Brian Roy, David Phillips, Kevin Campbell, Danny Collins, Matt Mills, Aaron Davis. Them kind of players that are like I don't care. Like, people might not know who Aaron Davis is, but he's still a ex-Forest player, and he was really good. Good to see you guys. Yeah, Adrian. Shout out to Adrian from California. Massive. But yeah, people as well. I don't know. I'm struggling with we can't go to match days. And if people want to donate, they can donate. It's like I said, it all goes straight to my channel as well. But as well, tomorrow, like I said, it's Martin and Craig that start at 2:45. But yeah, I'm excited. Right, I'm get going, people. But let's say hit the like button. If you're new, subscribe as well. But I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this as well. Click on the below as well for the Millwall Fan TV. Click below. If you want to watch the Millwall vlog, the link as well, the link. But yeah, people, I'll see you at 9 o'clock tomorrow. You'll see Craig and Martin tomorrow at 2:45. Hope that everyone has a great day tomorrow, and hopefully we get the 3 points at the Tick Ground against Millwall. Peace out, people.